Hi guys. Well, this is kind of a real-time video here. It's about 7:18 on Tuesday night here. The manager, Cliff, just came over, knocked on my door, and said we are in a tornado warning. And I hadn't peeked outside because it's been kind of raining and poopy all day, and the sky looks really funky, so he's going to unlock the shelter right now. We do have a shelter, so I told him, I said, well, if you guys head over there, let us know and we'll follow you. And he's like, oh yeah, definitely. So it could be an interesting night. I just snapped a picture of the current radar, and we are in a good stretch of green all across New Mexico here. So it could be an interesting night tonight. Yeah, so I just wanted to do a little live, not live, Memorex, but who remembers that? All us oldsters do. But my Bammer is here. Yeah, are you here? Oh yeah, he's by the mama. He's gonna stay by the mama. Come on up, buddy. Come on, there he is. There he is. So he's gonna stay with me. Yeah, so we got his leash right next door to me here, so if anything happens, we're on it. We're out of here. It's very windy outside. It's just starting to rain a little bit. I just let him out in case we're hunkered down here for a while. So poor Chris is sick. Chris did an oil change on Charlotte here yesterday. His very first oil change ever. He did a fantastic job. He took it over to the mechanic's place to use his garage and lift. And the mechanic said, oh, you did a great job. I couldn't believe it was his first time. And he said, yeah, I got to do an oil change on mine. And Chris said, I'll do it. And the mechanic said, really? So Chris did an oil change on his vehicle. So he was pretty proud of himself, and I'm pretty proud of him too. I love that boy, that burden of mine. So he burdened Charlotte with new oil yesterday. So got my selfie stick, so I'm trying to not be so wiggly, but walked over to Family Dollar, which is right next door, to get him some generic NyQuil and stuff. He's kind of came down with a cold, sore throat last night, so got him a pizza and a couple of things. So hopefully he's doing better, and hopefully he can stay in his nice warm van and won't have to leave. But if it gets nasty, we're going to the shelter, because I ain't gonna blow away in this dang thing. It's not worth it. But let's see, there's a couple things going on in the YouTube world that I want to do a video about the cyberbullying and trolls, and I know it seems like you either love her or hate her, and I love her. Carolyn's RV life. She's a very strong woman, and I have taken inspiration from her. I have gotten a lot of inspiration from her. The person that was making death threats to her, and they were some pretty graphic, horrible, this is a sick F individual who apparently has a wife and children, which is really sad. Unemployed, shocker there. Is in jail now. Thank goodness. If y'all haven't heard, yeah, so no need to. If you disagree with me, that's great, but I've had a couple creeps on my channel, and it's affected me. This last one that I blocked finally, that I did the rant about, it's still affecting me. Anytime, I wear my badge at work that says Susie on it, and every once in a while, well, I mean, it happens every day, guys will, hey Susie, and I'll be like, it kind of freaks me out. If I don't know you, for you to come up and just be that familiar is really kind of creepy to me. All my guy friends on here and back home and wherever, you know who you are. We play around and, whatever, joke around, and that's fine, because I know you. I've seen your faces. I know what you look like. But when a total stranger who I don't even know what he looks like is getting familiar and making familiar creepy comments, you know, as a woman, that freaks you out. It really does. You know, and I'm not a women's libber or anything like that. I'm just a good old-fashioned girl. But, you know, I mean, he threatened to show up at my work. I don't think he's around here. I have no idea where he is. But you know, he threatened to show up at my work, and that freaks me out. I mean, it really does. She posted a site that because the FBI got involved in her case and found this creep and arrested him and put him in jail. So I hope this starts a movement on YouTube that we're not going to take it anymore from, you know, the trolls sitting in their basement. And I know 99% of them are probably harmless, just angry, miserable people. Like I said, sitting in their basements, nothing else to do. But when you start making me feel really uncomfortable doing my life, and yeah, I know, I'm putting myself out there, I'm on YouTube, and I can take the nasty little comments or whatever, and I choose to not share the nasty comments on my channel because I don't like Nomadic Fanatic. I like him. I think he's a nice young man. I don't see anything wrong. I wish him and Angela all the best in the world. But when he was leaving the nasty comments on his channel, it was kind of disturbing because it's like, I don't watch YouTube. I watch YouTube to be entertained, not to be disturbed or upset, you know? And that's what I want my channel to be about. I'm, you know, a lot like Carolyn that way. I want to inspire people and help people. I know there's a lot of people who want to do this, a lot of older women who want to do this. And I want to tell you that, yes, you can do it. It's not easy, but I want to be an inspiration to you. And I want my channel to be happy and light and upbeat. And I really didn't intend to get into this now, but what the heck, we might as well, right? I got nothing better to do except for hopefully not wait for a tornado to come along. But anyway, look at this boy here. Just no good, so cute. But you know, and I don't want to make this really dark, but I'll post it on here. A website that you can report bullying to and stuff. Nothing, I've never been threatened or anything, so nothing of mine needs to be reported. However, at some point, if it is, you know, I'm just putting it out there, it's going to get reported. If I feel so threatened that I'm afraid to go out, or I'm afraid to go to work, or you threaten me or my loved ones in any way, shape, or form, it's going to get reported. So, yeah, this has got to stop. We have every right to do this. I'm not making any money off of YouTube right now. Yes, I am hoping to make money off of YouTube at some point. I don't ever expect to get rich off of YouTube. If I can make an extra $100 a month on YouTube at some point, cool beans, you know. That's my business. And yes, I choose to be out here. It has taken a lot for me to put myself out here like this. I used to be very, very painfully shy when I was younger. I got over that a lot of years ago. But still, it's taken a lot. This getting on YouTube, oops, Sam's bumping me, sorry, has definitely gotten me out of my comfort zone. Living in a van, although I have loved it from day one, got me out of my comfort zone. You know, getting rid of all my stuff and downsizing stuff, loved, cherished possessions, got me out of my comfort zone. It has not been an easy process, but a process that I wish I'd have done a long time ago, and I have no regrets. It's kind of my theme, is no regrets. I want to have that tattooed someday, is no regrets. But, you know, we've got to stop. Like Carolyn said, you know, Caravan Carolyn, I love her too. That poor woman is so harassed, and I don't understand why. She's a strong woman. I'm a strong woman. I imagine at some point I'm probably going to get harassed like them too. Maybe not. Hopefully by the time I get big enough. You know, a lot of this will stop, and the trolls will get the messages that, oh, hey, I mean, we can say snide little marks or whatever, or, oh, you look bad, or you look whatever, you know. That's not what I'm talking about. The death threats, the stalking threats, the, you know, the creepy stuff, you know, the stuff that kind of hits your soul, you know. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you've never had one, okay? Um, but if you know what I'm talking about, then you've had one of those kind of comments on your channel. I'm a very, very strong, independent woman. I would definitely call myself a control freak. I like to be in control. Probably why I don't drink, or don't drink very often, is because I don't like being out of control. I freely admit this. I am a control freak. You can ask my son, you can ask my ex-husband. They'll tell you, yeah, she's a control freak. She likes to be in control. That's okay. I know that about myself, you know, and that's okay, you know. Oh, here comes the rain. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. But anyway, so yeah, so I don't want to make this real dark or whatever, but you know, it's got to stop. We're, like she brought up, we're a wonderful community. I have met so many wonderful, would give you the shirt off their back people in this community. We have such a wonderful community. We need to stop. I don't watch other channels that put down the bigger channels. There are newsy channels who report on the other RVers and full-timers. That's all their videos are about. I think it's pretty pathetic that they can't come up with anything else. I do not watch those channels. I have seen a few of those videos. I do not watch them, just out of, just out of curiosity in the past. I haven't watched any of those channels for a very long time. You know, if you can't make your own videos and your own content, and my content gets pretty thin some days, y'all know that. But you know, if you can't make your own videos, if you've got to make money off of other people, that's pretty pathetic in my opinion. Don't listen to those other channels. You know, don't. It's so many lies out there. So many people, that's all they do is make up lies about these other channels. Don't listen to them. You know, not everything you hear on YouTube is the truth. Everything you hear on my channel is the truth. If at some point somebody comes up with another channel, I guess there's people who make channels like there could be another Susie's Full-Time Van Life out there, you know, making horrible comments on other people's channels. That's not me. I would never do that. I would never, ever, ever do that. I have never made a horrible comment on anybody's channel, nor would I ever. I promise you that right now. So yeah, so let's support each other and build each other up instead of tearing each other down. And I understand that most trolls aren't RVers, aren't in this community. Probably wish they were. But instead of tearing people down, why don't you get to know these people and, you know, make positive comments and try to interact with them in a positive way, you know, and maybe become their friend. I mean, you never know. You just never know where your next friend is going to come from. You know, friends are wonderful people. So anyway, my throat is getting kind of dry and scratchy. So I'm going to end this now. Hopefully I'll see y'all later. I won't blow away to Oz tonight. But I love you all. Dance like no one's watching. Be kind to each other. And what is it? Hashtag stop cyberbullying or something like that. So I'm going to put, I wrote it down. It's like going to be a movement. Carolyn wanted us to do a video about this and tag people. I don't really know too many people who have been really harassed or whatever. So if you've had any nasty comments on your channels that, you know, maybe shook you a bit, you know, maybe do a video about it and let us know how it made you feel. So otherwise, I love you all. Talk to you later. Hopefully I won't blow away. We got thunder going on. Sure, of course it stops. Wookie, there's a train. Shoot, I was hoping to catch it. It's raining pretty good out there. Trying to keep it a little warmer in here than I normally would. Just in case. Because I cannot run my heater on solar. I can still keep my phone's charging and plugged in. But I can't run my heater. My lights, of course, are on solar. That was lightning. Did y'all see that? I think it flashed in front of me here. I love thunderstorms. Can you hear that? The angels are bowling, like my grandmother always said. Speaking of my grandmother, when I walked over to the Dollar Tree today, dollar store, they had, and I've eaten a bunch of them, but they're so good. My grandmother used to have these. Oh, Sam wants one. Ginger snap cookies. And I've eaten a bunch of them, and they taste just like when my grandmother had them. So I'm having a pretty good day today. Got some ginger snaps. Well, if all we get is a good old thunderstorm tonight, that'll be cool. Hopefully, not a whole lot else. So I'm going to go and post this. And hopefully, we'll talk to y'all later. Love you all. Dancing, no one's watching. Well, I'm back. I uploaded my video and it wouldn't play. So I don't know what that was all about. So we're redoing everything. I deleted it off of Filmora Go. And I'm starting all over again, you know, with redoing everything. So I thought I'd add a little bit. I wanted to also say that I was an overweight child. Not that much overweight looking back at pictures. I wish I was that overweight now. But because I wasn't, you know, because I was a little not normal, I got teased unmercifully, especially during high school. My high school years were horrible. It was pure torture the whole time. One particular boy teased me just unmercifully. And so I know a lot about being harassed and bullied, and I mean, I would go out of my way to avoid this kid. You know, I probably, and I'm not even kidding, I probably have PTSD because of it. That's why I'm so passionate about this, and I had to do this video, is because I will not allow anyone to treat me that way anymore. I will not allow anyone to make me uncomfortable. Yes, I choose to put my life on YouTube here. Like Carolyn has said, you don't get all of my life. You get just a very small portion of it. What I choose to share with you. There's a lot I don't share with you. And that's my business and my right. I don't have to share everything with you on YouTube. My friends know more of what's going on in my life. But, you know, excuse me. I got a frog in my throat. But YouTube is just a small portion of my life, what I choose to show you. The reason I block trolls and delete their comments and everything else is because I believe very strongly and very passionately, if you give them any acknowledgement whatsoever, you are feeding them, and that's exactly what they want. I refuse to do that. Anybody makes a nasty comment on my channel, I won't even respond. I will just delete you. I won't even give you a snide remark back. because that's what they want. That's exactly what they want, and I refuse to feed them. So that is why I refuse to acknowledge the trolls. This last individual, I thought he was just being kind of flirty at first, but then something turned, and something in my gut just scared me. And so that's why I ended up blocking him. But, you know, I don't even know. Excuse my throat here. But I'm not going to put up with it. And it is my channel, and it is my right. If other channels choose to leave these comments, I've had bad comments about other YouTube friends of mine that I have removed and blocked, because I'm not going to let any of my friends or my followers be harassed either by anyone or have anything negative said about them. So I just wanted to add this little bit that I'm not going to feed the trolls. So don't feed the trolls. So, all right. We are still in a good storm here. We're kind of in between right now, but we're about ready to get round 2. Round 1 that passed over us looks like it's gaining intensity after it left us. So I'm glad that it didn't, you know, hit us big. So, but anyway, that's about it. I love you all. Sorry this was so, I don't know, emotional or whatever, but I just felt I had to say it. So, all right, I love you all. Can't like no one's watching. We'll see you in the next video, and hopefully this one will upload.